The concept of minimalism ain't new at all. This word was used for art, design, and made its way into a way of living. It's been around for much longer than we think. 1950s, 1960s. When we reduce the things we have less to think about, to care about. It does wonders for anxiety and overthinkers, just like me. Minimalism is not about not having things. It's about having the guts to throw out all the shit we accumulate in our home. Take 2 seconds to look around you in your home. You will notice there's a lot of stuff you don't use. And we all have that little secret place where we put all the shit we think we're gonna use at some point and we never do. Here, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure you get the point. Minimalism is about using what you have to 100% of its value. I don't pretend to be a minimalistic man myself. However, I picked up over the years some habits that are minimalistic. And these habits has saved me a lot of money, headspace, physical space. So first thing first, it seems to be people are buying houses, don't furnish their house. Like showing just an empty house behind them saying, oh, I'm a minimalistic. Two extremes. There's people that save money and don't spend like they will never die. And there's some people that spend money like they'll... Well, that's Mr. Ori playing with Mr. Chicken. Wait, that's Mr. Chicken. And that's Mr. Ori. What was I saying? So there's two extremes. There's people that never spend like they'll never die, and there's people that are spending like they'll die tomorrow. Yes, you can have a middle. You can buy a chair for your home without buying the whole chair store. One thing that having minimalistic habits will do for you is your savings are gonna go up drastically. Because, well, when you start focusing on what you need and not what you want, well, you stop buying dumb shit. And let's face it, in our society right now, that's what it is. We impulse buy probably, 85-90% of the stuff we have at home. That 5%, we don't get to use 100% of their value because we have so much around and our brain is overstimulated. One habit that made me focus more on what I had and what I needed was practicing gratitude every morning. When you start doing that, being grateful for what you have in your life, not focusing on what you want to have, just what you have and what you need, and being grateful that all the basics are covered, you tend to forget about all these stupid buys that you would like to do. Clothes. What did I do? My clothes. This is the first thing I really cleaned up out of my life. I love clothes. You can see that, you know. So what I did is I looked at my wardrobe and I thought to myself, what would I still pay for if I didn't have it? And if you ask that question to yourself, trust me, you'll get rid about 95% of what you have. I had about 15 pair of jeans and I was wearing only 5 pair. What I did is I took all the shirts, boots, t-shirts, sweatshirts, shoes. I put that all in a bag, gave it to homeless people. What I kept, I wear it till it shreds into pieces. So I have a rule now. One in, one out. If I buy something, I have to give something away. I guess you could call it a minimalistic habit that helped me save money because I stopped buying clothes impulsively. Like, how many times you go to a store and you're looking at something and you're like, oh, that's nice. Maybe I could wear that once or twice. And you never wear it. It just hangs there. Look in your wardrobe. If you have clothes with the sticker still on it, get rid of it. It's pointless to have it laying there. Material things won't make you happy. That's a fact. However, you still have to treat yourself. Things that you really enjoy, that you really like. Just buy quality over quantity. Because when you buy a bunch of random shit, I don't know if you ever heard the term hedonic adaptation. It's simple. Whatever how happy you will feel or how sad you will feel after an event happens, after getting something, you'll always after a while get back to that same line of satisfaction. It never lasts for too long. It doesn't matter what you get. If you get that new watch, new hat, new shirt, that new scarf, whatever it is. It's gonna make you feel good for a while, but at some point, it will just be a hat. It will just be a watch. It's gonna be on the next thing. What I do is simple. I wear the same thing pretty much every day for about 3-4 months. And then I get tired of that outfit. Then I'm switching for something else I have in my wardrobe. But everything is interchangeable. Like 5 different outfits, I can match them in many other ways to have, I don't know, I suck at math. My kitchen was pretty easy. I live alone and I am no host kind of guy. And one day I look at my kitchen and it was so cluttered. I had 12 plates, 5 knives, 15 spoons, 15 forks. Since I was living alone and I've been moving around with that stuff for so long, I decided, you know what, let's get rid of it. 4 glasses, 2 cups, 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 spoons, 2 bowls. You get the point. If you live by yourself or if you're 2 people in a house, unless you really love hosting, there's no point of having so much dishes, so much utensils. Clean this up a little bit, you'll see. It does wonders. Go through your drawers, cupboard, and look how much stuff you don't use that you keep just in case. I know that when I did that cleanup, it declustered not only your physical world, but it declustered your mental world, money goals. Okay, I want to save up $10,000-$20,000 this year. You will probably meet your monetary goal because minimalistic habits will do that for you. When you focus on what you need and not what you want, your food habits are gonna change a lot. This is one habit that changed everything for me. When you don't buy cereals, chips, soft drink, chocolate, candies, junk food, you realize your grocery bill is gonna go down drastically. I know inflation is a wallet killer, but if you keep buying all this crap all the time, of course your grocery bill is gonna be super high. If you focus only on what you need, you'll see a big difference. Being minimalistic in your food habit, very positive for you. More healthy, more money, more space in your head, more space in your pantry. And coffee. I could bore you to death with that fucking coffee making thing that everybody's doing right now on videos, but I won't because I don't have one and I don't care. Make your coffee at home. You don't need a lot of stuff. Doesn't cost a lot of money. For me, the time to declutter is simple. Look at your stuff around you and how scared would you be to lose this stuff? If your stuff is starting owning you and not the other way around, it's the time to start decluttering. The less thing you have to worry about, the better you're gonna feel. Being minimalistic is also in how you spend your time. Me, I decided to centralize everything I had. I live in my studio. I do everything at the same place, so I don't even have to think of commuting to work. To me, that's like a big plus. I know not everybody have the luxury for that, but if this is something you could actually consider in your life, I highly suggest you do it. You can't forget anything anymore. You don't have to think about traffic. You don't have to think of having a car. That on its own, when I did that, it really simplified everything in my life. And when you start thinking that way, in a minimalistic way, you're scared that a bunch of shit you were doing, you're gonna have to force yourself not to do them. Funny enough, you actually realize that you were kind of forcing yourself to do them. I guess the whole point of this is you could be minimalistic in your own way. You don't have to follow a certain rule, follow anybody for that matter. I think this is the main thing. As long as you can think clearly and you're happy, you won the game. If you like having conversation like this and you made it this far, thank you so much. If you'll be so kind to subscribe to the page, when I release something new, you get notified, and like the video so it finds more people that wants to know about what is minimalism or how I do things. It's always a good time to become the other. I'll speak to you soon.